Alright, as usual, we got all the trigger warnings for the game The Letter. If these do bother you, please just go to a different video, but if you're cool with it, then we're gonna get started. Alright, let's continue. So any changes? Excuse me, sorry. Right, as usual. Alright. Melody carries into the long hall before I could cross the threshold. Solemn. Solemn, but gentle and soothing. A reminder of what home is. House firm but meaningful gaze. Ma's wistful smiles. The warm rays filtering through the eaves at sunset. The distinct smell of wet earth leaves after a day's rain and the room. Mom paused pride and joy. The place where we were once promised several springs ago. Yet it won't stop. Ah, he's crying. No, wait. Come back. I'll be good this time. Please don't leave. Please stay. The floorboards are cold under my feet, more than it usually is. The walls more foreboding than what I'm used to. Further and further the room goes. Ma's singing ceases, and Pa, I can't hear. Not above the earth's clanging, and the deafening roar of gunshots, nor the scream replacing the comforting small melodies. There's only blinding fear. But when the light breaks, oh God. Her skin is already taken a sickly pale color, rotten in most parts, blood dripping from every open gash and lesion on her body. Bony hands grip Hannah's neck like a noose, straining the skin underneath vibrant shade of scarlet. Nothing but malice fills gloom in her eyes. A scream ripples through the air. Jeez, what was that? My whole body feels distant. Every limb heavy with lead, all unable to move at will. My name is circling while the beads of sweat forming at my temple. The rasping of my breath easily fills the room in the wee hours, while I force it back into the steady rhythm. There's a tightness in my chest I can't shake off, my heart pounding as if it's about to burst out. Something cold has settled on my legs. Not the usual chill that comes and goes with the passing breeze from the window, but one strong enough to sting, shackle, and leave a frigid sensation upon my skin. With every struggle I make, the pressure winds firmly around my legs. Tighter, tighter, and tighter, until it becomes too much. Oh shit. My heart stops. Another draft sweeps in the room and brings with an iron tangle blood. Thick, suffocating. Phone knows the foul, sickening smell as I shift my gaze downward and slowly comes into view. Yeah, that's what everyone wants to see when they wake up. Mouth stretched into a hideous smile, and eyes burning with nothing but madness. The stench of gore taints the air around me, and I can't look away from it. Her, the terror and death of that uncanny, twisted features alone scream. I try to open my mouth to shout, to ask for help, but my voice has left my body altogether. All I have is a painful realization that no kind of plea will ever save me from him. Then suddenly the bed dips. Oh fuck! Okay. I didn't expect that. I can't stop laughing every time something like this happens. It hasn't even been 5 minutes into recording, and I'm already startled. Okay. A brutal plunge back in myself jerks me awake. There's no ear-splitting scream, no wild thrashing of limbs. There's a painful, constricting awareness that something has wound itself tightly around my neck. I waste a second pulling it, a blanket, away, but allow myself a few minutes to steady my breathing before getting out of bed. Inhale, hold, exhale. 1 step, 2 steps, 3. But the dreams have gotten worse. Ever since 2 days ago, no longer are they small, cursory flashes that I'm used to, but vivid ones that linger. I can still feel the blood in my hands, the putrid smell of rotting flesh, the sickening crunch of bones breaking with every movement, and her cold, chilling eyes as they bore at me. I draw one long, ragged breath, and before I know it, I'm walking out the door. Even in the waking world, it reeks. Jesus Christ. The bench on the park is far from the most private place for thoughts in Luxburn, considering its location at the heart of the bustling city. In the early hours of the morning, it provides enough peace and quiet for any poor, problematic soul who happens to wander here. The city is just waking up, a little later than usual. But knowing what day it is, no one could fault of being tardy just this once. Yet neither the pleasant morning chill nor its soft twittering of birds does anything to banish the images. Every single one has rooted itself in my head, its claws digging deep in what is no longer a safe place to hide in.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down,
Okay.
falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Okay.
Take a key and lock
It used to be
him up,
easy, finding some
lock him
pretense of peace
up,
under the
lock
guise
him
of sheer
up.
optimism,
Take a key and
following
lock
the
him
regular
up,
routine.
my fair
Now
lady.
I don't know what to make of it.
London Bridge is falling down,
I don't know why, but this is
down,
creepy as hell.
falling down. London Bridge is falling
Sometimes
down.
it's easier to
my
run,
fair
easier to
lady.
hide when everything's falling
Take
apart.
a key
That
and
way
lock
you don't
him up,
have to be the
lock
first to
him
witness it when it
up, lock
does.
him up. Take a key and lock him up, my fair lady.
It worked when things went bad with the movie after all.
London Bridge is falling down.
It worked when Mom and Pa was taken from
down,
us.
falling
Maybe it
down.
really
London
is
Bridge
better if I just... Hey, mister? The tiny voice gives me a pause. Who's the kid? She kind of looks like Marinette from, Marcus Ladybug. I don't know. Anyway, when I look up, a little girl about 6 or 7 is peering at me. 2 wide eyes, overflowing with what can only be the natural curiosity one typically sees in children. I vaguely note the Sangaretti uniform she's wearing before returning my greeting. Hey kid. Kylie? That's my name. Mama says it's rude not to call people by their names. She then flops down on the empty space beside me. Her little legs, still too short to touch the ground, swings into a song she hums under her breath. I don't mind kids. I don't often invite the ones in our old neighborhood to give them treats. Of course, by then, Sis and I were too old to play with them, but you get used to the commotion eventually. It's not completely unpleasant. It's not completely as unpleasant as most people would imply. Kylie seems like a well-behaved kid anyway. Oh, sorry. Nice to meet you, Kylie. Is Mama here? No, but my big brother's with me. He's taking pictures with his camera over there. She points to the far end of the park, the one closest to where the kid is taking shots of something above him. There's only 3 birds, because that's why the park are the buildings. I don't see what's so interesting about the tip of buildings, though. I'd take pictures of the dogs if I were him. They're cuter. You have a camera too, mister? Yeah, I'm actually a photographer. Mama says I'm too young to get a camera. I'm sure your mom will give you one eventually. But won't you be late for school like this? Be sure to get us on time. Mom promised Papa. We're not going to be late. It's sports day. So it's not good if you keep looking like that today. If it ends up raining, we lose. And it's your fault. Alright, I'll try not to be too upset the clouds today, kid. Is it because you're sick, mister? Before I know it, a smile has spread over my face. They say kids ask tough questions sometimes. They sure do, with how sincere Kylie looks. Lying feels like doing her a disservice. No, not sick. Just having a very, very bad day. Why is that? Is it like when my big brother ate all my pudding? He did that once and I cried. It wasn't very nice of him. Yeah, I think so. You see, there's this mean girl. She's giving my friends and I a lot of trouble. Hard to keep up with things or like that, you know? Especially when you can't do anything. It's kind of scary. Makes you wish things just stay peaceful like they used to be. Maybe she wants to be friends with you. I highly doubt that. She already hurt one of my friends. Well, she's just sad. Or maybe she just wants to help. That's what happened to Melody. I let her borrow my crayon when she left hers. Never playmates. It's ruined the same thing, Kylie. But they're pretty bad things. I still think there's another reason. Do you try talking to her? That's what Mama said I should do. I don't think that'll work either. You haven't even tried yet. You sound like Rowan. You're just scared, mister. That strikes a chord. Maybe it's the honesty in her tone or the simple truth in the words itself. I don't know why, but I can't help it. I laugh. Loud to disturb an elderly couple will take a leisure walk nearby. Why are you laughing? No, you're a really smart kid, you know? That's what I've been doing, ain't it? Go full speed, then backtrack when things get tough. Stay in my safe zone because that's all I know. Once, Dr. Navarro said I should be the first one dealing with my many problems before anyone else. I didn't show up at our next appointment after that, but he's right. And though I hate to admit it, knowing what I've seen, the kid makes a good point too. I was so caught up in thinking that there might be a way, not be a way out. Maybe there isn't, or maybe there is, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't leave it up to fate. Aren't spirits supposed to be human before too? Have people they cared about lived a life of their own? Smile and laugh like the rest of us do? And do they really lose all of it after death? You better get to school though, or you miss sports day. Be sure to win yourself some rewards, right? Alright, can I show it to you when I do? That I can cheer people up, right? In the distance, your brother calls her, and I took it as a sign of relief. Got things to do, to face. The first few steps, they say. Nah, I'm good now, I think. Thanks to you. Besides, Mr. needs to go. But you should go. You should show it to Mom and Papa. I'm sure they'll be proud of you, Karen. I will. Thanks, Mister. Bye. I gave her a pat on the head before heading my way. A small gesture of thanks from a stranger she didn't know she might have helped. She may not understand it now, even though at such a young age she already has this understanding of things. Maybe when she's older. When it no longer seems too big for her. But aren't you gonna help me, mister? With what? Confused, I glance back. Whatever cheer our talk has brought has vanished in the shadows of something dancing in my eyes. The frigid air is most definitely not how the morning chill should feel like. Bitter, stinging, unwelcome. And the kid? What do you think, mister? Are you gonna help me? What do you want from us? The response never comes, however. Why the fuck the kid? Because when I blinked, gone. Hello? Mister, are you okay? For several passing seconds, I let my stare linger on her face, waiting for any sign of another change. But all seems to remain is the carefree smile of a child. None of the spite, none of the cold, bloody smile. Nothing. I need to go, Katie. It was nice meeting you. See you again, mister. I break into a run. I don't look back. And as I bump into a couple passers-by as soon as I'm out of the street. Going insane, that's what it is. And if we don't do something soon, we all will. Jesus Christ, that kid. Ghost lady doesn't stop it. Tremors follow me even after I get home. I'd hoped a little stroll around the block for a few hours would help. Instead, I'm assaulted with the images of her smile, the loathing in her eyes, the stench of gore, the horrid crunch that comes with every move she makes. Even old memories have been sullied by her. The modest song no longer has sound as sweet as meant to be. In the end, all I got is a sneaking feeling I would never be rid of her image, and another ridiculous idea that may or may not even work. The sun hanging low in the horizon when I make it back. And for the first time, coming home feels like a chore. Only I didn't arrive to an empty room. Is Ash back? Because as soon as I open the door, I'm greeted by another man. Yep. Sub Z-Man. I don't even should have called him if we're going. Okay, who's this one? It's fine. Oh, okay, it's both of them. It's Ash at first, sitting comfortably on the couch, munching on a bag of chips with both feet propped up on the coffee table. Whatever proverbial stone has made home in the pit of my stomach automatically flies right out the window at the sight of him. Before his aspiration set in, my attention is taken by the other occupant in the room. Isabella is perched on the only chair in the room, attempting to make herself look smaller, it seems, from how she's hung her arms against her. Nevertheless, she gives me a small smile when she notices my stare. Somehow, there isn't any warmth like it's supposed to have. Hey Zach, sorry I barged in here. Ash was... Relax, he's even giving me a copy of the key himself. Only after you broke in the 13th time. You can't keep replacing them every time you think it would be a good idea to break into my apartment. And stop calling me Z-Man. I didn't break anything this time. Ash, just because I give you a key doesn't mean you can stroll in here whenever you want to. And hey, is that my... Ash smirks at me, because of course he has the gall of smirking when he knows what he did. He pops in what is very likely the last piece of chip in his mouth, and folds the wrapper neatly on the table before throwing it in the right trash. From her chair, Isabella shoots me an apologetic smile as soon as the foil hits the weight spin with a dull thunk. Common sense dictates I should be angry. But after everything, having something normal play out in front of me, no matter how childish their antics can get, I can't bring myself to muster even a tidbit. Behind me, the television starts playing music for the end of credits of a movie. They have likely been watching for a while if Ash has gotten impatient enough to rummage through my cupboards and watch something. Of course he eats all of it. Hey, you know, I was saving that for the weekend. Did you at least share some with Bella? Don't worry about it, I'm good, Zach. Really? It's free food, you know. What does it usually say? You don't say no to free food? What happened? No, I'm just not hungry. Ash only shrugs at the question in my eyes. I can't be the only one who finds this vibe she's given off to be odd, and the guy who has no doubts already come up with it. I. But if you want something, just say so. I've got a fully restocked pantry right here at your disposal. Not 5-star level thing, but for an empty stomach, it'd do. Just say the word. Thanks, Zach. Maybe next time. Food is not really what we came here for. Ash, he's the one who... She casts a brief glance at Ash, and in an instant he sits up. Every trace of amusement is gone from his face as he claps a hand in front of him and leans forward. A minuscule gesture meant to ease, yet the grim expression on him tells a different story altogether. Alright, you two, what's this about? I don't like those looks. What I said was weird, I'm aware of that. But I'm not taking it back. Isabella's not the only one here who's seen it. A short but tense pause follows. They're both stalling. Under normal circumstances, I'd wait. With these two, the more we force it, the more they clamp down on it. But as a handful of seconds continue to slip by, the unsettling feeling in me grows with it. Soon it turns into impatience. Before I can demand a response, though, one finally speaks up. It's Ashton who first breaks it. I'm not asking you to. No, you're right. There really is some odd things going on here lately. How's everything with you lately, Zach? Even Ash says there's something weird going on, even though he doesn't seem to believe in any of this crap. Hold on, Ash. Both of you. Did I just hear you say that? Is that why Isabella's here? Has something happened? Calm down. We're just here to check on things. Did you meet with Andrew about the photos? What photographs? Said photographs have been sitting untouched since the day I dumped them in my drawer. Isabella goes still when I hear it in a small stack. To her credit, she does not flinch when I'm expecting her to, and flips through each of it in silence. But while her eyes remain strangely calm, her hands have gotten rigid and her mouth has set into a thin line. She, out of all people, understands what this means. In hindsight, she should have been the one I approached before Ash. What did Andrew say about them? It could be one. There's no guarantee it's a supernatural thing. It doesn't always happen. So that's a dead end right there. Now that I think about it, bothering that guy for this feels silly now, but with the dreams lately... That's all? Did you say anything about the damn letter at all? Did you ask him even? I paused, glancing at him skeptically. Why is he seeing... Is he seeing something too? I don't know where some curiosity is coming from. But if Ashton, calm, cool, collected, always logical Ashton, takes interest in this, something or someone must have fucked shit up somewhere. Or the world is ending. Seconds pass. The apocalypse I'm expecting to go along with it doesn't arrive, however. Yeah, that's really everything. The letter kind of slipped my mind. The photos were more important at the time. There was some stuff about the local horror stores though. Talk about the curses, and he was really fascinated with the story about a wraith asking for a sacrifice to move on. Kind of nasty if you ask me, but it does make sense if you seem to go along with it. I'm not sure how this will help in the grand scheme of things. Why are you asking about this anyway? Rose's death isn't just a coincidence, Zach. It may have something to do with... I may have... Wait. Stop right there for a sec, Bella. I thought you ain't buying this stuff, Ash. Just the other day you said the exact same thing. I still don't, but even Rebecca, out of all people, claims there's something. Whatever this is, someone's gotta look into it. Everything about this screams shady. Are you sure you even have the time? Ain't you busy with your current case? I got taken off that one. You didn't say you were taken off the case? I just got the news this morning. Apparently the higher-ups think I'm doing a horrendous job at it. It doesn't matter, though. If these two cases are connected like I initially thought, then regardless, I'm right on track. Are you sure we should be doing this? Doing what, exactly? There's some place we'll visit after this. Too vague for comfort, Ash. And please don't tell me you're bringing her with you. His affirmation comes in the form of a stare. That alone is all I need to know. What I pointed out gives him pause, though, and his voice is thick with hesitation when he addresses Isabella. You know what? Zach is right. Zach's right, Isabella. You don't have to come with me. It's not myself I'm worried about, it's you. I'll just do this myself if it'll get you in more trouble with your supervisors. At least I can make up an excuse why I need to be there. Don't be ridiculous. You're not walking in there without me. And besides, I think it's a little too late to go back out now. Have you seen the news this morning? I haven't, actually. Mama called and I was busy. Changing the air around her, while small, cannot have gone unnoticed, and it takes every real power not to ask. Probably the only thing reigning my curiosity is the fact that Ash himself haven't brought it up either. No problem. It should be in the afternoon news as well. Oh god. Another person's dead. What does this person have to do with it? He grabs a remote and cycles through numerous channels until he gets to the news report about another guy who's been found dead in the early hours of the morning today. Burned alive this time. Oddly, no fire has spread, and whatever damage has been contained within the place the body was found. The room itself, however, has been completely vandalized. Help me. Help me. Help me. Another murder, the authorities have claimed. Isabella and I knew better. None of us shifts after the report ends, but the room suddenly felt stifling. Ashton's eyes have gone hooded with what appears to be restrained anger, and the remote in his hand creaks mildly under his grip. The stone is back in my stomach. A tiny thing gripping my sides, growing with every passing second as the dread sinks in. In the thick of it, Isabella's voice is one that breaks the hush. A small, weak thing on its own that wavers unevenly between words, but every syllable is heavy with meaning. This is because of that thing, isn't it? I did this somehow. When it fades, all that's left in the air is her doubt and fear, while all we can do is cope. Well, no shit, we can still fix this. I'm sure of it. God, if I had stayed silent... God... Why would you stay silent in this kind of situation, though? There's no way you can stay silent during this. It ain't too late. We can still fix this. There's 3 of us here. 4 if you count Rebecca. No, she's staying away from this. She lifts her gaze at me, steady and shoulders squared as she holds it against the baffled look I gave her. Although in the next second, it immediately softens, and it takes me by surprise nevertheless. In those brief moments, it's like I'm faced with a different person. I don't want to involve her in this any more than I already have. Both of you as well. I already said it. That's completely out of the question. Stop asking. Still and all, that's 2 extra heads who can do thinking. Between us 3, I'm sure we can figure something out pretty soon. Don't make this whole thing sound like a piece of cake to deal with. It ain't. But better than sitting around, yeah? The plan's still a plan. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot one day with that kind of thinking. And we don't even know who's doing this. The last 2 murders might just be similar incidents done by 2 different suspects. Trying to stop you from going after them before. Remember that time when you... Okay, stop right there. There'll be no retelling of that incident today, Z-Man. Or ever. Keep calling me Z-Man and maybe I will. What incident? I want to know. What did he do this time? Wait. Suddenly Isabella laughs. Then muffled by her hands, it rings light and easy against the thick tension in the room. Still far cry from the usual tears she carries, but it brings a welcome shift in the otherwise serious mood. Thanks, you 2. I'll tell you about it when he's not around. Give it up, Z-Man. She's not interested. Who says I'm not? Ash makes a face, but chuckles at the jest despite himself. Why am I even friends with you 2? And like this, most of our worries ebb away, if only for a few moments. They take their leave mere minutes close to sundown. But regardless of the lighter mood, little has been said of their plans, only vague hints of what they're aiming to do after. While I ain't any of my business to know, something about this whole thing still gnaws at me. A tiny passing thought urges me to do something as well. You know, I'm gonna check my journal real quick. Because I kind of want to know what day the party was. Oh, the party was the day before. I think. Hold on. Shoot, I don't know what the day is. The day is the 29th. Okay. What were we doing then? At this hour, the streets are once again busy with people heading home after a hard day's work. Little of the hustle bustle matters to them as they step out of the crowded walkway. However, Ash especially. There's only one goal in his mind, and I'd wager there's nothing I can do to stop him at this point. He's probably decided on it long before they made a decision to drop by. But despite this, Isabella lags behind. A worried crease in the back of is back on her forehead as she watches Ash leave to get his car. Something wrong, Bella? No, can you check on Becca for me after this? I really didn't get a chance to tell her where I'm heading off to. Tell her I'm okay and no, just that's all. You sure I should skip on that part? If she finds out about this, she'll be angry. I don't want to deal with angry Rebecca. It gives me a stomachache just thinking about it. Neither do I, but I'll handle if she gets mad. Just make sure she's safe and tell her to be careful. You too, take care of yourself. Almost abruptly she pauses, her gaze hardening as she lapses into another one of those long-distance silences from earlier. This ain't just because of the whole fiasco with the letter anymore. I don't want what happened to Rose to happen to you guys as well. This one cuts deeper. Before I can ask about it, Ashton returns, casually swinging his car keys in one hand and gestures at Isabella. Come on, we don't have much time. Shirley's waiting. Who's sure? Oh, right. Don't answer that. I don't want to hear it, you dork. Says the person who gave her stuffed toy his names. Batcat? Really? It's cute. Yours is just weird. I'll see you later, Zach. She spares me another smile as I watch her walk off. Only now did it occur to me that none of those she gave today ever did reach her eyes. Makes me grab for the back of Ash's parka. He staggers briefly for a second before correcting himself, and shoots me a confused stare. Is she alright? Huh? What? Who's okay? Isabella. She's been, I don't know, out of it today? Did something happen earlier? The scowl on his face says it all. She's actually been like that this morning. I'll ask, but just do me a favor and watch over her. We have no idea what we're dealing with. I don't know what happened to her since last time I saw her, but from how she's been doing today, whatever it is seems pretty big deal. Wait, you didn't ignore her again, did you? Because I swear to God, if you did, you've got another thing coming to you. What? No, why would I? I'm just asking. I'll take your word for it, but if you can find out what's bothering her, that'd be nice. Honestly, I don't think it's a letter this time. I'll see what I can do. And make sure you keep yourself out of harm's way, right? Yeah, you too. Don't do anything reckless. Reckless, no. But I can make you a promise but I can't make you a promise I won't do anything. After seeing that, there's no way in hell I'm going to pretend there ain't a problem when there is. This is a really big one, and I'll be damned if I let anything happen to you guys while I sit here. I'm done running when things get tough. He's about to argue for a moment, but look, bro. If things ain't good, I'll be the first one out. But allow me this one thing, right? Just this one time. If it doesn't work out, you'll be the first to know. You can laugh then. Or berate me all you want. But please don't ask me to step aside, like I'm incapable of doing anything to help. I have no idea if to look on his face, or look at my face, or tone my voice. Ultimately, though, his mouth presses into a thin line, he nods. Alright. Stay safe, Zach. God, talking like... Oh, my voice is going out. Honestly, talking so long, even if it's not that much deeper than what I usually go, it does screw my voice a little bit. I mean, hell, I haven't even been talking that much and it's already doing that. Jesus Christ. Hey, there's a library that I went to. When he stumbled into the sidewalk and allows the afternoon crowd to swallow him whole, I think the tiny gleam in his eyes is the closest we can get to optimism in this situation. But that alone will be enough to give me peace tonight. It still remains to be said. Alright, so I'm going to end it here now already. I know it's a little shorter compared to usual, but I've got a busy rest of the day going. So sorry guys, but I'll see you guys another time.